Yo, 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 people. Welcome to the Triggered Thoughts podcast. I'm your host for today, Verbs. And my other host goes by the name of
Genius Dan.
more like Sleepy Dan. Genius Dan in the building. Well, go on.
My God!
It's good.
You good, yeah?
Yeah, man.
You sure?
What you got to say today?
Your head looks like it's
Don't tell me about no blood. Don't tell me about no crib. Don't tell me about no.
Your head looks like it's tilted to the side, like when when the old people drop asleep and the wig's gonna slide off.
Yeah, behave yourself, man.
I'm sorry, man. I've been cracking them opening bar jokes on you a bit too much. I know you're not liking them, man. I'm sorry, my bro.
My God!
Yeah, mate. So,
Funny.
let's get back to the point, yeah? How you doing, Louis Genius Dan, quickly? How you doing?
I'm good, yourself?
Yeah, I'm good, man. I'm good. I'm feeling great, feeling optimistic because we have a special guest in the building. And she goes by the name of
Creative Thoughts.
Creative Thoughts in the building. History in the making. My jigger.
Oh my God, you two are something special, was it?
Welcome to the camp, man. Welcome to the camp.
It's nice to be in the camp with Sleepy over there in red.
How you doing, man? How you doing, Creative?
I'm okay, man. I'm here, I'm alive, so I'm good. If you're breathing, you're blessed.
100%. 100%. That's a very good thing to stay still, because you know what? Even in that joke, there's people that ain't waking up. So when you're saying that, you're showing gratitude. You get me?
My God!
You know? So yeah. All right. So just to give a little introduction to the listeners from You Creative Thoughts, I just want you to tell the listeners who you are and what you do.
What do I do? Well, I do a blog. It's an online blog where I speak about things that I feel, seen, heard, maybe just movies I've watched, stuff like that. Just life. Once when you're born, that's it. You're in life, and you experiences, you learn experiences, you grow through experiences, and you just got to push through them. So I just try and give back to the people in what way I can, and shed light or just talk about things that are on my mind, and hopefully it navigates to the hearts of the people that want to hear it.
I like that.
Very eloquently said, we must say. You know what I mean? And you know, we've been watching your content for a while. Well, I have an old genius introduced me to you and said, yo, check out, Creative Thoughts and that. And I have to say I've become a fan, you know what I mean? Looking at your stuff and saying, yeah, you know what, she talks genuine from the heart, and it's all positive and inspiring. So, you know what I mean? We give thanks that we have people like you, especially in this modern time.
My God!
You know what I mean?
I think you need that though, isn't it? Because sometimes you click onto some things and it's just like, yeah, I'm not gonna stay up and listen to this garbage. Not to downplay any, what other people do, but some of it it's not uplifting.
This is it. You know what I mean? There's a lot of madness going on. So when you do find positivity, you have to kind of hang on to it and embrace it, and take the good from it, man, because it's refreshing. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
So, yeah, let me get back to the point after all the introductions and stuff. Yeah? Right. So this episode is going to be something a little bit different. It's basically going to be like what we usually do, but we got our special guest Creative Thoughts to plug in the building. Yeah, I mean, we got to try and keep Creative. We got to try and keep genius up. That's the task, innit?
My God!
Exactly. What you
past my bedtime, man.
You're 41.
Bless you, man.
Oh yeah, that's it. You told me that last time. I can't believe it. Oh my.
Oh God.
What about you? How old are you? Okay, so I'm the youngest here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nice.
Now you made me do that. I'm gonna have to edit my age out, you know.
No. It was his bait and everything happening.
She's throwing us in there, you know. We're supposed to be, we're supposed to be throwing you in there, man, not you throwing us. What is this?
My God!
She's straight in the foot.
Isn't it?
No, do you know what it is? People used to cuss old people and be like, oh, you're old. But you see now, the young dying before the old, it's a blessing to reach certain ages. So, you know, the older you are, it's a blessing.
No, 100%. But I don't consider myself old yet.
My God! My God!
No, you're still going for it.
You're old fart.
I'm seasoned.
You're old fart.
You call it old fart, blood. This guy's taking a piss, you know, I swear. Oh, man. All right. I know this guy's. I think he's trying to get revenge on me since I called him R. Kelly, you know. I'm not gonna lie.
My God!
Oh, because he was in the red.
Yeah, and he's in the red again today. Look at this shit right here.
My God! My God!
You know, I'm just.
You don't need to
about,
stop dissing R. Kelly, man.
Why should we stop dissing him?
Yeah, do you know what?
He's triggered. That's what it is.
Huh?
He's triggered.
He's triggered. I don't think we need to stop because you know what? This whole going on about R. Kelly, like...
Thank you.
You know what I mean? Like, he's the only...
Stop going on about him, man.
With young...
Yeah, exactly. There's bare pedos. Thank you.
Still going on. So we probably need to leave R. Kelly alone now.
Left him alone, man.
We know it goes on, but the difference with R. Kelly is no one can deny it's upset. People are upset. Like R. Kelly was...
Yeah, I'm upset.
He was our hero, man, back in the day. You get me?
Nah, speak for yourself.
So when he's... no, bruv, musically...
I don't care musically, you know...
Before we... Listen. Before you start rabbiting on like a rabbit, yeah? Listen, I'm saying... Musically, before anyone knew what he'd done, he was people's hero. His first few albums was banging, From time R&B back in the day, he was siding with, was battling with Snoop Doggy Dogg's first album. That was the first time I saw an R&B album neck and neck with a rap album in 1993, yeah? That shows you the level. Plus, a lot of the music that you listen to that R. Kelly didn't sing, he wrote. So if you look at his catalogue, there's going to be enough tunes in there that you've listened to and you liked, and he wrote for somebody else. You know what I mean?
My God! My God!
Check the statistics.
But to be honest, I mean, who didn't fancy R. Kelly? I mean, when I was young, like I must have been, how old was I? Maybe 11, 12. And I was like, oh my gosh, I had the hot for R. Kelly. What was that song? Sex Me, Baby, blah, blah, blah.
And he would have took you on board as well. The Pied Piper.
Some girls will not mind. Some girls will not mind. So
it's true.
If they're saying yes, I don't think you can be tucking someone in jail if it's consent, even though they're underage.
What? What did you just say?
No. I want to explain myself.
Go on.
I said this before in one of my blogs, that when I was of a certain age, I always liked older men. So if give us an example of your age. Of my age?
Yeah, when you liked older men that you would say like it's okay. Young. What's young?
From young, I would say from like 13 onwards. I've always liked older men. Now you could say it's
what age? What age men?
30, late 20s. Those kind of ages. I've always just liked older men because they're more mature. That kind of stuff. So if I decided to go and lay down with an older man, I'm not going to then fast up myself because I didn't like the predicament or the situation and take myself down the police station to go and say this man has done this and that to me because I was willing to do it, if you know what I mean. So I think that sometimes some men, don't get me wrong, there are just straight out pervs, but some men are getting locked up for things that they shouldn't be getting locked up for, especially if you're opening up your legs and accepting certain things at a certain age. Why should a guy be locked up for it?
I hear you, but if a man knows that a girl is like 13 and he's 30, he's got to have a little bit more self-discipline and say, nah, man, that's too young. You know what I'm saying?
He should. But
that's
I think that's why we need fathers. We need fathers there to talk to their children. And this is why it's important for fathers to be in the home, isn't it? For them to talk to their young girls and say, listen, don't even bother with that stuff.
I agree, but unfortunately, there's fathers that's not about. But if we I get what you're saying. The only thing I'm saying is you just have to be careful with the lines, because if you say something like that, one could say that the ones that haven't got the fathers then deserve to, it's a grey area, then deserve to be abused, if you know what I'm saying, or explained. I'm not saying you're saying that. I'm not saying that you're saying that, but I'm just saying it kind of leaves that room. You know what I'm saying? You know, like, you have to kind of be careful. If a man knows somebody's older or a woman knows something, if a man knows someone's young or a woman knows somebody's young and they're wise enough to be able to manipulate and use game on that young person's vulnerable mind, you shouldn't be with them, period, whether they like older men or not. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I agree with you.
Yeah, that's how I see it. We gotta protect the kids out here. But I do get what you're saying still. Like, sometimes girls know what they're doing and they put themselves in that position, and sometimes they use trickery and put men in a bit of a mad position. But if a man actually knows and took the time to check out properly rather than rush, I guess he'd easily be able to keep his way out of those situations.
My God, my God.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, true.
You know, don't rush. You can't lead yourself with your cocky. You have to think with your brain. See, I sounded like Uncle Cuthbert there, you know, allow it.
Let's get him to do a bit of talking.
Innit? All right, let me move on. Let me move on to the controversy round. Okay? Right. So, this is a question for you, Creative. Are you single?
Yeah, I'm single as a Pringle, as they say.
My God, my God.
Single, yeah? Can't get enough to eat pop.
I'm single. My friends trying to get to mingle, but it's a difficult task.
Can't get enough to eat pop, is it?
My
God, my God.
Can't get enough to a pop.
Is that
trying to throw bars,
isn't it?
Can't get enough to eat pop. Yeah,
is that the Pringle thing?
Yeah, once you pop, you can't stop.
Yeah, is that it?
Yeah.
I don't know about all of that. You know.
That wasn't me that said that.
My God, my God.
Mark Kelly up there saying that
Oh my days. And it's shut down. Ring, and it's shut down.
My God, my God, my God.
Oh, man.
I'm going to call you Wendy Williams.
Oh, shame.
Wendy.
My God, my God.
You know, allow it, man. Allow it, man.
Wendy, you know.
You know, making my eyes water, man. I swear down.
What's that thing? You remember when she was in the studio, she was like this?
My God, my God, my God.
You know what? Creative, I think you've done a good job of waking him up now.
About Wendy Williams.
The slimmer version of Wendy.
All right. Let's move. You get me? Because we don't want to be here like for like 3 hours and shit. You get me? Because the jokes I can see they're gonna pop off today. You get me? Yeah. Right. So you said you're single. How long have you been single?
My goodness. You know what? Let's move along swiftly.
All right, we'll fly past that. That one's gonna hot you up, yeah? All right.
So long that I don't want to talk about it. Let's just.
Okay. Fair enough. All right, cool. All right, then. So, I was gonna say that. So that one, yeah. So, why have you been single for so long then?
You know what? Honestly, I think it's a few things.
Go on.
One is the fact that I've just got children, so I'm just busy. I'm busy. That's the excuse I'm going to go with. I'm just busy. I'm with the kids and stuff like that.
Is that the real answer, or is that the excuse then, yeah?
Yeah, that's the excuse. That's the excuse.
The
real answer is, I think that due to past experiences, it's made me very protective over myself. So I kind of like, if I'm unsure or I don't know or I don't trust my feelings in that moment, I just don't bother. I get my running papers. So I think it's a lot of me more than it is anyone else. I'm more afraid of me than I am the relationship. So I just kind of don't bother with it, I think, for now. But I mean, it's not that long. Funny enough that you guys are talking about it, because I was thinking, you know what, I should come on here and let them know how lonely I've been feeling. But then I was like, you know what, Shan, pull it together, because you can't really be that lonely well, you can, but with children, like, there's other things to make me happy. Do you know what I mean? Like, I can't be too desperate and too lonely, because you pick up anything when you get desperate. Do you know what I mean? So I'm trying not to say that. But, I don't know. I think it's more fear. I think it's my fears. Daddy, you need to pray for me. We need to fast about this situation. Yeah, we need to be like, Holy Ghost. I need to break some chains off my heart, so I can release fear.
So quickly, additionally to that, would you say you're an overthinker?
Definitely. You're very quick, isn't it? I've noticed this, He realised that I was fluttered earlier on the phone when he called with the kids. He's real quick. I've got to be careful of this one,
Yeah, man.
He's on point.
Yeah, man.
Really.
Well, it's not bad traits. I can just pick them up, innit? You know what I mean?
Good. It's a good thing that you can. That's very good. I guess you learnt that from the streets, which is a positive thing.
Unemployment, mate.
Did you say unemployment?
No, I said unemployment.
Oh, unemployment.
Don't try to send the message out there like I'm strictly on the streets. You get me? I'm employed, man. I'm employed. Now, I know you're not doing it on purpose. I'm just clearing that up to the listeners. You get me? Yeah.
We've all been on the streets.
Of course. Of course. I know you moved a couple of them packages and parcels.
My God! My God!
Yeah, a couple.
Yeah,
Drop them and ran off.
Yeah, man, the transporter. Like that was his name again? Jason Statham, the transporter.
My God! My God!
Yeah,
My God!
all right then. So, yeah. So, all right, Genius.
Yes, sir.
What is your idea of a good relationship?
Come on, B. Come on, let's hear it.
Someone that's committed, someone that cares, shows interest and has, good values on, knowing how to support and maintain a good woman.
Good answer still. Good answer.
What about you? What about yourself?
All what you just said, mate.
My God! My God!
No, your own words. Don't come with what I've said. What about you? Verbatus.
Yeah.
Verbal.
A good relationship. Spiritual connection, I would say.
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah, open, transparent with each other, honest, even if you don't handle certain situations fantastically, you can be honest and say, if if I was a person that went out partying or something like that, I don't know if I got the self-discipline to keep myself to myself, so might tell my missus that I'd rather stay at home or something. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I hear that still.
Just being honest, you know what I mean? And you can kind of grow together stronger. She can support you through that. She knows what your flaws are. So if you did end up in a situation where you was out and it happened, situation you couldn't avoid, say a family had a member at a party in a rave and you went and then you did something, because of the transparency, I'm not saying she would necessarily overlook it like that, but there might be a little bit more of an understanding where you can still kind of work it out. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And then, meeting each other's needs as much as possible. There's no such thing as perfection. Yeah. So at the end of the day, you have to be able to meet somebody's needs. What's that talk they call the love language and all that? Yeah. You know what I mean? I keep on hearing that pop up all the time, but you know, some people, when we're younger, we might think, oh, we want this person to look like this and be like this and slim waistline and this way and that way. But as you get older and you get wiser, you realise a lot of those things that you want don't matter. So you have to pick the things that actually do meet your needs, not I'd say more the artificial needs, if you get what I'm saying. And as long as you kind of fit each other in that way where you meet her needs, even if it's you meet 6 out of 10 of her needs, but those 6 needs are solid for her, you're good to go, man. You get me? You know what I mean?
My God, my God, my God.
What about you, creative thoughts?
About, so, you know, listening to you two, you know, I think, sorry, what was the question?
The question is, what is your idea of a positive relationship?
I think, first things first, a man that loves God, because if he loves God, he's going to love me. He's going to treat me with the respect. He's going to have all those values because he's going to be in God. So
what if he doesn't love the same God as you?
You know what? I know Danny's probably going to kill me for this one. I don't necessarily mind if we have different beliefs. The only thing with that, though, is the Word of God does tell you to not be unequally yoked. So I guess in a sense, if he didn't, well, number one, there's only one God. There is only one God. We serve him in different ways.
My God, my God, my God.
But as long as he didn't kind of like take me away from my beliefs, do you know what I mean? I think that love, when you're with somebody, if you know that it's good, if it's drawing you closer to the things you love, it's not pulling you away. So, yeah, as long as we can come to a compromise and he understands what I've got going on and I'm not changing my religion, then we're good to go. You know, Jesus all the way for me.
That's good. What about if you shit in bed? What about if you shit in bed?
To be fair, I'm probably shit in bed these days.
My God, my God, my God.
Wow.
I'm sleeping. I am sleeping. When it hits a certain time, I'm sleeping. I don't have... You know what? I was talking about that. Don't get me wrong. Back in the days, I mean, I think I used to be okay. But now I kind of... I don't know. To be honest, I haven't been intimate with anyone to know. But I'm just saying that I don't know how I'll be. It's been such a long time. So I think I'll be rusty. When
Is it?
Out.
So you have to box off cobwebs.
This guy's crazy.
So you box off some cobwebs and that. Huh?
My God, my God, my God.
Goodness.
Oh gosh. All right, well, at least
But you know what?
at least you're honest, that's good.
To be honest with you, and especially in this day and age now, you have to be so careful who you connect with, man, because
Amen.
many people have different spirits, different energies, you know?
100%.
Remember when you link...
Hold on, are you two great in bed since we're asking all these personal questions? I mean, I know you're married. You might not want to say this kind of stuff, but I'm just saying, you know. I don't know your status, you haven't said, but, you know, we're throwing these personal questions. Are you two?
I mean, that's him. It's him that's asking the question.
I just threw that curveball in there because all three of us have missed that part, and some people that ask about relationships, whether it's good or bad, that's one of the parts that they kind of want to know about. So I just threw that in there to see what everybody says. You get me?
I will say though, yeah, just on a serious note, I think like what Dad was saying, because I can tell that he doesn't want to, you know, have this conversation. So I'll say it. I think that when you're with the right person, and my friend said this to me, you connect in that department. So I feel like it would flow anyway when you're with the right person. And it's all about, once you've understood each other's mind, spirit and soul, you connect on a whole nother level. So when it comes to that part, I think there would be no fear. So there'd be no reason for it to be, garbage sex, so to speak.
Yeah, that's still, but you could be into each other and then what? No, let me not say anything. So no, cool.
Well, you know what? You could always teach it,
Yeah, I'm just very mindful of how I could be perceived by the listeners if I say certain things.
Teach one.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
There's always a way if you're willing.
You know what I mean? All right then, so cool. What's my next question? So
I'm in with these questions.
Creative. This one's for you, Creative.
Huh?
This one's for you.
Okay.
What's your idea of a situationship?
My God!
A situationship is when a man, as far as I am concerned, I know the men are going to hate me for this one, but when they kind of lead women on, I think, because they're not that honest. Some are not that honest. So they kind of lead you on, make you think that you're in a relationship or that it's going to become something that it's not. And you're there just wasting your time, really. I think that's a situationship where you're just connecting, but there's no connection and just catching feelings. And,
you think like just men do that?
Women do it too. Women definitely do it too. It's not just a man thing. But I guess speaking from, because I'm a woman, I would say that would be a situationship. A guy just wasting my time.
Good answer.
What do you think, Genius?
Yeah, she's right. Good answer.
Have you ever been in a situationship?
My God!
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure I've had an experience before in my teens.
I try to take it that far, yeah?
Yeah, but and then once again, I think this is the importance of getting to know people. I think people rush into things and, initially, the physical attraction is there, but then in terms of characteristics and personality, it's off. Some people end up getting with people because of the outward appearance, but don't realize that the inward appearance is not up to their standards, but by then it's too late.
My God!
Very well said. Good answer, mate.
Very true.
Do you agree with that, Miss Creative?
Yeah, I do agree. It's a bit like what you were saying. I think you've got to date people. It can't just always be about looks. To be fair.
100%. All right, cool. All right, so Creative, I got a question for you again, yeah? You ready?
My God!
Yeah, bring it on. We've got to keep Daniel away. The guy looks like, look at
this question is for him to answer as well. Do you condone or condemn the act of cheating?
Do I?
Take your time.
I think that if you are not ready to be in a relationship, just don't be in one. Things do happen, you can cheat. I would be lying if I said, it's not easy to cheat. If things are not going great at home, your partner's always working or not even just working, he's never available, the woman's never available. Sometimes you might feel needy, alone, and things can happen. But I just think that just don't be in a relationship if you if that's how you're feeling. Just call it quits. Talk about it if you can. If you can't, call it quits and just move on swiftly.
My God!
Good answer. Brilliant answer. Well done, Creative. You creative with your answers as well. Yeah, what do you think, Genius? What do you think about that question as well?
To be honest with you, you find that we're in a time now, everybody's cheating now, do you see what I mean? And, to be quite honest with you, once again, some people just don't want commitment. they're in for what they can get.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
It's very, very rare to find someone where you can say, that's serious and committed. Some people don't want commitment. They just want flesh. You
know what, fellas? Have you guys ever cheated? And if so, why?
That's my cue to leave now.
My God.
To be quite honest, once again, the cheating thing is, once again, it's a tough one, to be honest with you. When I say tough one, because it's like, if you're with someone that is everything that you want in a woman, cheating shouldn't even be something that the person should even be considering to do.
My God.
You know what I mean? So I think a lot of the times, even, people that I know as well personally, they have what many would call as the ideal person, or, the dream person. But I think with a lot of guys, they're just never satisfied. You know what I mean? And I think nowadays, to be committed to one person, the person's got to really be doing their part, and just no room for any people to slide in.
Literally, a lot of the time, say literally, yeah.
Because if you think about it, if a person's cheating, it means that there's something that's missing from the relationship. Because if the person that you claim to love or you're in a relationship with, if something's not right, then the right thing to do is to communicate. And that's the problem we have nowadays. There's lack of communication. People don't communicate. They get third parties involved, third party intervention. And then the third parties there that getting involved are people that are already jealous of you. So then when they now hear that you're having issues with a partner, it's a perfect opportunity now for them to add in the additionals. Oh, yeah, they don't deserve you. You deserve better. And the thing is, you don't even realize that so-called frenemy is someone that's just jealous of you.
I said frenemy,
My God.
That's well said still. What do you...
So, emotional cheating, if you are feeling some kind of way and you have a female friend, would you confide in your female friend? Would you see that as emotional cheating, or would you just see that as you having a chit-chat with your friend? Putting you on the spot now. Steve Burbs over here not doing much talking about this debate.
Chit-chats always go wrong. Let's be real. Yeah, if you're anybody that's had any relationship experience, chit-chats go wrong. If you confide in the wrong people, two things can happen. If they don't like you, you risk them spreading your business. You know what I mean? Or they continue to add fire to your fuel, and rather than make you see that your relationship might be worth fighting for, they pull you away from it, especially if they're a friend that's single. Or the person might fancy themselves, being jealous of your relationship, and take that opportunity to, make their move on you as well. So
good point, though. Good point.
I think it's always problematic, if you get what I'm saying, when you have somebody there that has insight. I just think you kind of got to either work it out for yourself or work it out with people that don't know or have no real connection to your partner.
My God.
That makes
sense. It's true.
Yeah, that's a perfect answer. Yeah, very wise word.
Thank you. I'm creative with my answers too, you see.
So I see.
Yeah, I mean. So yeah,
what was you gonna say? I think he was gonna say something. He was gonna add to it, weren't you?
Yeah, he was actually.
I know someone that a friend I've lost contact now that I've known for some years, and her partner, she was quite ill. She was ill for a period of time, and then she decided to go and get checked out. Her partner worked for the UN. It was like, he was working, worked abroad, and part of the UN, United Nations. So he was always away from home. She was ill for a while, and she decided to have some tests, and it came back that she had HIV.
Shit, don't lie, blood.
My God.
Yeah, man. And she confided in me. And she reached out because she was clean. She wasn't doing anything. That she was, she wasn't doing anything. So she reached out, and he basically just said, "Look, just get on with your life."
No, he told her.
Yeah.
She should have chopped him up like flipping meat, mate.
My God!
That's a madness.
She was bitter. And you see the thing is when stuff like that, you hear stuff like that, you can't really turn around and say to the person to forgive, or you can't even entertain that conversation because you don't know what it's like to be in a situation where someone's giving you a life-changing illness in a form of a sexually transmitted disease or a sexually transmitted demon. You know what I mean? And I didn't even know what to say. She said she was bitter, she was angry, she was upset. Because the problem that we have with that situation is there's a lot of people nowadays that have that and they're not disclosing it. And once again, this cheating thing is a very dangerous game, man. Especially in this day and age now where you've got the different genders going on, people identifying with all sorts of things. Involved in all sorts of things, participating in all sorts of things. This cheating thing is serious, man. It will get you caught up. I was saying, I think I told you about the situation of someone I know that worked for Harvey and Nichols in Knightsbridge. Finished with their partner, got with someone else. The partner that she was with couldn't handle it. So he knew the time she finished work. He waited around. The boyfriend came to collect the girlfriend. He shot the boyfriend, shot her, then shot himself. And this is, once again, people need to be very, very careful and get to know the person that they're in a committed relationship with. You've got to know them inside and out, man, because if you don't, you end up with a bloody psychopath, man. You end up with someone that goes into a jealous fit of rage.
My God!
Take your life. Take your life. Take your children's life. It's serious, man.
But you say that you got to get to know the person that you're with, but I think in that scenario, don't get me wrong, some people would show signs of, that they're got some psychopathic ways when they're in a relationship, but that could be also an innocent man that when she's left him, he's reached breaking point and he just acted different. Do you know what I'm saying? So you might not be able to tell if it's an innocent geezer that reaches breaking point and just turns. Because things break people, innit, and make them lose it. Do you know what I mean?
My God!
To be quite honest with you, a lot of people are with partners that they don't know anything about.
Yeah, they are.
I know someone that's been with their partner for well over 10, 15 years, and the partner did one thing, and for them it was alarm bells. Now, people have to really be careful, man. Especially if they've only seen one side of their partner, they've not ever seen another side. You could wake up, you could be in for a real shock. You see what I mean? Because there's a lot of narcissism. There's a lot of manipulation and control. There's a lot of emotional blackmail, mentally, physically, mind games. It's sad, man. A lot of people are with people they have zero idea of what they're about. They don't really know the deeper side of them. They only know what they've told them. You know what I mean? It's even so much more worse for those people that are on Tinder. You end up with a bloody killer.
That's mad still, yeah. The day that thing can get peaked.
That's mad. I remember one guy, someone I know, was with this guy. This guy was saying that he's a CEO of a bank. Pure lies. He was this and that, creating up a perfect profile, everything. And there was nothing of the sort. Had how many divorces and just dating and giving people false hopes.
That's the beauty of them sites, though, and you can be what you want to be.
Yeah, but you see, I don't know, man. It's a different generation, man. That's what I mean. Different generation, man.
Sean, you sound like you got something you want to say.
No, I was just listening to Daniel, and I'm just like, without really disclosing my past in a sense, I think that's another reason why I'm cautious of men and dating and stuff like that, because you don't know sometimes people's personalities, and when it comes out, it's like bloody hell sometimes.
So you've been without going into detail, you've been shocked before.
I've been in a predicament where I had the experience that I had to endure was quite horrific for me anyway, and it was just like it gave me a fear of men. It's just like, nah, man, I can't even be wasting my time again like that, because it puts you in an unsafe position. And I'm not really, my voice is going a bit, I'm not the type where I'm not doing punch-ups. I'm not going to be doing punch-ups and having fights and stuff like that. So I don't want to be around anybody, a man that is physically violent towards women or anything like that, because it's not good. It's not good. It leaves you scarred. It really leaves you scarred. Mentally, physically, emotionally, it leaves you scarred, and it's just like no. And then the thing is, I don't like to talk about certain things a lot, because I think that as well, and I would say this to women, that it's good to keep some things to yourself, because you don't know what kind of man you're picking up, and you don't want to disclose too much things about what you've been through and things like that for him to think he can come in and take advantage. So you have to kind of got to keep some things.
There's something like that. They'll kind of work out what they can do to you based on what you've told them that you've been through still.
Yeah. Exactly.
You know what I mean? That's a bit mad still. You know what I mean? Sorry that you went through them things there, even though you ain't gone through details. Obviously, at the torrid time, did you find it difficult? Did you find it difficult rising yourself up out of that? Was it a challenge?
Not so much difficult, because it's a little bit hard, because in this particular situation, it's not someone I can run from. They're here to stay, if you know what I mean.
Okay, I get you.
So it's very difficult to kind of run from that. But because I have got children, I have to kind of take my feelings out of it, and be the bigger person. Be like, okay, well, the children need. You know what I mean? If the kids need what they need, I can't stand in the way of that as a woman and as a mother. So I have to kind of separate my feelings. It's not about me when I think kids are involved. As long as I'm not putting myself or them in danger, it doesn't. It's not about me again. So I'm gonna leave it at that, and we can move on swiftly.
I agree with you. I'm just gonna touch on that quick. I know you say it's not about you, and that's fair enough. But at the same time, just for anyone that could be listening, if they're in a similar situation like that, as long as the partner is respectable to you and they have to come around for the kid's sake, then it's cool. You know what I mean?
Yeah. To add to that, I would say don't have them around. To be fair, I would say don't have them around. Let it be a mediator or go through the. You can, just don't have them around.
My God!
That's fair enough. That's more than fair enough. You know what I mean? All right. Thanks for that information. You know what I mean? Strong woman, innit, ain't ya? Been through some battles and risen up. Look at you.
I'm telling you, I've been through the wars, man. Daddy knows. I've been through it, man. But we all have, to be fair. Just because we're not running around here broken and down and out like woe is me, it doesn't mean that we ain't been on the battlefield.
I respect that, man. And obviously, you're using your thing to uplift and influence women to be positive and think different and do better. So, you know what I mean? That's a beautiful thing as well, still.
I think I've got one of my blogs where I spoke about domestic violence, actually. And I got a good response to that because I was kind of afraid to talk about it a bit. But a lot of women kind of like were drawn to it. So it was, it was good to talk about.
Yeah, man, definitely. You'd be surprised how people respond, innit?
Yeah. I didn't go into details because I don't really want to. But if it's going to help others, then so be it. You know what?
Fair enough. Question for you, Genius.
Still awake over there.
Innit?
Yeah, man.
You gotta look at this hypothetically, though, not realistically, yeah? So, if you uncharacteristically slept with a friend's long-term girlfriend and she became pregnant for you, huh?
No, this is a juicy question, isn't it?
Yeah. So if you uncharacteristically slept with a friend's long-term girlfriend and she became pregnant for you, what would you do?
My God!
Well, for one, that would never happen anyway.
No, man, I'm giving you the scenario. You can't say that right now.
Hypothetical. He said hypothetical.
I know, but I can't even entertain that, man.
No, man, you have to answer the question as if you was in the situation. It's not real. Come on.
But that's what I was trying to say. It's there's just lines you just don't cross. So that's a bit of a tough one.
I know. We know you're not like that, but I'm just saying, hypothetically, if you was in this situation, we know you wouldn't. For the listeners, disclaimer: Genius Dan would never put himself in that situation. But this question
keep
is,
the baby.
huh?
Keep the baby.
Even though it's your friends.
Yeah, because I don't believe in abortion, man.
My God!
Good answer, D. At least you took yourself out of the equation and answered the question. That's good.
I like the way she responds. You know, she reminds me of a teacher.
My God!
All right, then, cool. So, creative. I'll go one for you. Spicy time.
Oh Lord.
No, not like that. If you found out that your boyfriend that you was about to marry was the father of your best friend's so-called fatherless child, what would you do?
Well, that's going to be simple. We ain't getting married, that's for sure. We definitely wouldn't be getting married. That friendship would be over. But they would have to do their thing. Do the baby thing, do whatever you got to do, but I won't be a part of any of it, to be fair.
Fair enough. So you got moral standards. You sure?
I'm a jealous type. I don't like to share. I'm sorry. I don't like to share.
But I mean, even if they weren't like, say they did something and, I don't know, alright, I should have read it better. They did something, but like, he didn't know he was the father of that child. But something happened before he was going to get married, and it came out that he slept with her, and he's the father.
I feel like if you're going to marry me, that means you've decided or you've made up in your mind that I'm the woman you want to be with. So if you've now stepped out to be with other women, and like what Daniel was saying about, obviously, you've got HIV, AIDS, STDs and stuff like that, I don't know what you're bringing back into the home, and you might do that again.
He slept with her before you?
Before me?
Yeah.
You slept with her before me?
Yeah.
I still... No, not for me.
Fair enough. All right. Just checking in. Huh?
Too close to home. That's my friend that I have to look at and know that her, you know, I don't know.
How would your friendship be? So even though you finished with that geezer, how would your friendship be with that friend? Like that knowing that she slept with him before you, but she never told you.
Do you know what? I've been in not really a situation like that, but I've kind of like, I had a friend, right? And we was on this POS back in the days, dating site, back in the days, POS.
Plenty of fish, that the listeners don't understand.
Plenty of fish.
Yeah.
Plenty of fish dating site. So there was this some Jamaican guy on there, and he was trying to chat me up. And he was like, oh, you know what, talking to me, whatever, like me. I said to him, you know, I'm probably going to get really, they're going to come for me on this. I said, I don't particularly date Jamaican men.
My
I don't. The ones that are, raw. The raw Jamaican men. I don't. It's not. You get what I'm saying.
No, I get you, man. I've told a lot of females in my family, like allow them raw ones, lad. I'm not gonna lie, but yeah, God.
Yeah, so he was like, "Oh, I'm being ignorant, whatever." But the short end of the stick is he ended up dating my friend, being with my friend. But he told my friend that, "Oh, I liked him and that I had the hots for him," and I was like. It upset me because it kind of broke our friendship because I told her I didn't and I explained the situation that's a no-no. But because he made it out that, I did. You good over there, D?
Yeah, man.
And yeah, we stopped kind of being friends for that. So I just think that friendships and men just don't work, man. When you kind of... We don't need to be liking, dating, or seeing the same guy. Although I didn't, but sometimes men will say any old crap if they're what's the word? Their ego's broken.
You know what? I got a very similar situation like yours. Just to say that women have done it too.
Wake up over there, D. Don't. It looks like you're trying to
drop him. You know what I mean?
You're trying to put his pajamas on.
Gotta get your head sprung. Don't worry, man. It won't be long, man. Stay where you are. Stay with us for a bit, man. Come on. Shake it off. Yeah. So, I was talking to this, I should say woman, not a girl, because I was like in my 20s, early 20s. And we was getting on well still. Then it took time. I was taking time. You just kind of, somebody through somebody else. You're talking. You both know you like each other, but you ain't said it yet. And she used to come and pass through my workplace and we would sit and chill and chat. And one day she came with her friend and she sat and she chatted with me for a bit. My other friend was with me. And then they left. And then one day I remember I was at my workplace and this girl walked past, but the girl that she was with before. But the girl that she was with before was just casual. This time I saw her, it looked like she came from an interview. So she walked past and she waved, and I'm not one of them people that will wave at people if I don't recognize you, innit? So when she waved, I kind of turned my head away and carried on doing what I was doing. And my friend goes to me, "That's the girl that was with your friend the other day." I said, "Oh, right, I might sound rude." So I opened the door and come outside. I said, "Hey." She came back round. I was like, "You know what, I wasn't trying to be rude, Sorry, man, you look different still because you look all smart and that, you know what I mean? You're dressed nice still." And she's like, "Oh, thank you." She went away and told the girl that I must have complimented her. I complimented her and tried to check her, and the girl was furious with me, bruv.
My God!
Furious. The girl was not having a bar of it, did not want to chat to me whatsoever. You know what I mean? That girl done my dance.
My God!
She's jealous. She probably liked you and thought, "Oh, if I can't have him."
I think so. It had to be, man, because even though she said that, and I was like, "Right, I wouldn't check her, man." Where the girl was furious and she believed her, because she's her friend. She proper believed her, and I was like, after a while, I was like, you know what? It is what it is. It's your loss, man. Like, fuck off with her then, innit?
My God!
Hated, man, even when it shouldn't be. It's like, bloody hell, at least get me for something I've done.
That's what I'm saying. Exactly.
Yeah, I understand.
It's mad, you get me? Yeah, man, that's a bad one still. So let me find the next question. All right. Creative.
Let's get Daniel away, because let's throw some things at him. He's up there scoring.
I've been up from early, man. I am, mate.
Don't worry, man. We ain't gonna be long. We ain't gonna be long. Right, let's just fast forward for something for Dan.
See, I'm
all right, genius.
You know what? Sometimes the unexpected things is what we need.
Yeah.
Talk to you. There could be a listener out there that needs something that's inside of you. There's, a bit of funny wisdom. So give it to them.
And it's also so unprofessional that you're falling asleep in your sideline of work, mate. You wouldn't do that in your main line of work. So please do better next time, all right?
My God!
It's totally unprofessional, mate. Should get a disciplinary for that. You know what I mean? Don't fuck about, mate, all right?
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Anyway, So,
Let me back longer after he called me Wendy Williams.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was throwing some serious bars and I didn't even joke.
My God.
Alright, genius. In today's age, what number of kids can an attractive woman have before most men say it's too many?
Good question. I don't know, maybe, I don't know. It's a good question.
It's a good question. I want to hear the answer to this.
Do you have any idea?
4 or 5?
4 or 5? What do you think, Creative?
Well, I've got 5, so listen. Let me just make my little statement right here. Any guy telling me no, because I've got 5 kids, do one.
Have you ever been told no because you got 5 kids?
No, I'm not going to lie, yeah. I remember when I was on the dating site and I thought, you know what, let me just be real about things, man. And I just said, listen, I've got 5 kids. And he just said politely, he was just like, you know what, I'm not taking on that responsibility.
My God.
And that was the end of that case.
But you got to respect the honesty though, innit?
Yeah, to be honest, I was on the dating site just trying to find someone anyway, because I was like, let me just, but I thought, okay, you weren't that good looking, so to speak, my ego is coming in a little bit here.
Yeah,
but,
you like the guys that try to check the girls, and when the girls say, nah, man, you can't have my number. Fuck off, you ugly anyway. That's what you was doing, isn't it?
No.
My God.
I'm joking, God.
Yeah, no. I kind of respected his honesty. I was just like, well, okay, fair enough. But I was thinking the cheek of it. Like, men are out here with 20 kids, and women are accepting them, and you can't accept. But it's not like I'm asking you to look after my children. I'm doing that. You know what I mean? But I get it. It can be daunting for some guys to like, I have kids. How many dads?
That's usually the reason why men have that sort of perception, if you get what I'm saying. Do you know what I mean? Like, how many dads is there? Or even if there's one, what's he like? He's going to give me problems. It's not even the fact necessarily of I got to take on the kids. It's how many men do I have to put up with that's connected to you. Do you get me?
Yeah, my brethren told me, he's like, Shan, I'm not being funny, but if a man came to your house and he saw the antics that your kids were up to, I promise you he's going to be leaving in 3 months.
My God.
Your Bridget said that, yeah.
Yeah, he did. He told me, he said he was not hanging about. He's not hanging about for that because he's like, your kids, they're a piece of work. So he's like, he said, boy, if they're hanging around to get some and they're bouncing.
Genius, what do you think about that?
She told me the truth. I was like, yeah, my kids are a lot of work. They can be a handful.
Oh man, what do you think about that, Genius?
It's crazy.
All right, let me see now. All right, Creative, got one for you. You can guess this as well. Do you want me to tell you the answer first?
Yeah.
The answer is 3. 3 is too much. Most men prefer 2 kids.
Really?
My God.
Huh?
They can piss off. That's terrible.
I'm just saying, most men prefer 2 kids.
How is it that these men are out here putting their bits and pieces in and doing their thing?
All right, that's the next question. So, Creative, for you, or both of you then, what number of different baby mothers can an attractive man have before women say it's too much?
My God.
You want to answer first, Steve?
I don't know.
Personally, I don't care. I think I would only care if he wasn't looking after his kids. If you're looking after your children and you're doing, I'm not going to be one of them baby mamas. I'm not going to have a baby with you because that's just not smart. Because I'm thinking, why you've got all these baby mamas and you're not with none of them. But at the same time, I think that, life happens, don't it? Things happen. It's a touchy one, but I don't know. I kind of take people for who they are and who they are in that moment with me and stuff like that. So I probably wouldn't care. Are you looking after your kids though? Are you taking care of your kids? that's what.
So if he's looking after them like he's had them from sort of like a young age, started having them from a really young age, and then he goes and he sees them or whatever not, and gives them money here and there and stuff, but he just don't live with them. He's not with the baby mothers.
I don't mind. I think for once you're looking after your kids, you're taking care of your kids, you're making sure the mum's good, you're respectful to the baby mamas, and you treat them with respect, and you're looking after your children. That's all you can really ask for a man, really. We can't be too picky anymore. I mean, come on now, lady.
So how many would you stop at then if you was with the guy? And you had multiple kids, multiple baby mothers. When was it a point where you would say, nah, man, louder? If he's highly attractive.
I don't know. I mean,
your cup of tea, I'm talking. When you're sitting with him, you're chatting with him, you know, like.
You know what?
Your parts are like, yo, I want to wrap around you, you know. You know what I mean?
Like I said, yeah, it would be about it would be his attitude in how he looks after his kids and with his baby mamas, I think.
So if he's civil with them, like, you don't cuss them out, he's civil with them, he's attractive, but he's got...
Fine. I mean,
he's got
fine.
eight baby mothers, but he's highly attractive. Like, you see him, you're like, yo, I just want to jump in the sack with him, you know?
I'm not going to jump in the sack with him.
Come on, Shan. You know most women, yeah? They say most women when they see a man, they've already made up their mind whether they're gonna sleep with him or not.
Obviously, you're gonna sleep with the guy, but hopefully you would try and take your time.
Yeah, you try and take your time, but you know in your head from you first see him, you're like, I'm gonna fuck him.
My God.
I think we've all had one night stands. We've all slipped up in, whether it's in our young ages or whatever. We've all messed up in that department. Well, I mean, yeah. Well, I know I have, in my younger years. But I don't know. I don't mind. I don't mind, to be fair. I'm not too fast.
So it doesn't matter how many for you.
It does.
If he's highly attractive, you don't matter. You can have 50 baby mothers. You're good, yeah.
My God.
I don't know. Maybe 5. That's 5.
All right, Daniel, how many do you think? Genius. How many do you think?
4.
4.
Yeah, he said 4.
You know what the answer is? There ain't no limits, mate.
My God.
So I'll tell you why. Some women have limits, but most women, if the guy's highly attractive, they won't. But mind, so they won't mind, and the reason being is because the children don't live with the man. The man goes and visits the baby mother, so there's not really much crossing paths with the baby mother. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So they're not bothered about that. So a lot of women, not saying all, because some women do have certain standards where they're like, no, I'm not trying to do that, innit? But a lot of women, if a man had 6, 7 baby mothers, they'd happily, if he's very, very attractive and financially stable, they'd happily be the 9th.
My God.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to be the 9th baby mama. I wouldn't want to be having any more babies with him for sure. But definitely, if we're just in a relationship, because you can leave at any time with that. There's no strings attached. So 100%. In that case, then I have crack on with the baby mamas as long as it's not me.
How many times have you seen situations though where a man's got loads of baby mothers and they're still getting women pregnant, and you'd think that woman would think, but that could happen to me. But they're going there thinking, I can turn him around.
My God.
Yeah, one thing I've learned is you cannot change a man. He has to want to change, or if he loves you that much, he'll change for you, but you can't change no man, so that's a waste of time.
That's fair enough. Well, you can improve a man to some extent, encourage improvement.
Of course you can.
Yeah. If he's into you, like, he'll take on your advice. Not all, as long as it's not nagging. That's the key thing, women. If you're trying to change a man, don't fucking nag.
You're a grown-ass man. Why does a woman need to be... I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm all here for building and helping your partner and stuff like that. But he has to kind of come in with some morals and understanding of himself, and we work with that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Expecting a woman to baby you. That's crazy.
Of course. All right. Can I give you one final question before we start?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. Where is it?
Oh, Daniel's happy. He can get to his bed now, isn't it? Arm is on.
Are you ready? This is the last question.
My God!
Daniel's nodding. He's holding up his head with his hands.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mate, this is supposed to be 11, mate. I am mashed.
Don't worry, we're all going to have a good sleep tonight, mate. But next time, you come to work with the right behaviour, right? Yeah, right attitude.
Mate, this is 11, mate. 20 half an hour, but
I'll pay you for this, mate.
You know who you look like, Dad? What's the guy that used to say Return of the Mac?
Mate, yeah,
Oh, well, that's all I said. That's all I did. But in case you didn't know,
man.
that's how the story goes.
I'll tell you what.
Remember now, I got the flow. And the news from the start. Remember when you wrote my heart.
Man.
And I had a kind of thing.
Man.
And so you had a pain. You're Lord to mine.
My God!
Oh my God. Yeah, taking them ratchet pee.
Yo, I love some bars, you know.
Man,
Yo,
that last question, man.
Crave, you need to come back again, you know. I swear down. This is mad.
Man.
You know what I mean?
Question, man.
You lied to me.
My God!
All right. Let me get to the question before that gets started.
Like these tattoos you've got going on here. You've got lots of tattoos, isn't it?
Me?
Yeah, nice tattoos.
Yeah, I have still. Everywhere.
Tattoos do you, D?
No, man.
Yeah, neither. I don't have any either, but I like to see them, especially on dark-skinned men. I like to not, trying to imply things, but I do like.
No. It's art, innit? It's art, innit?
But not, well, let's stop that. Probably, I don't want to, Dad pull me up on that.
No, don't watch that, man. Don't watch that.
I don't mean it in any kind of way.
No, we know. Don't worry, man. Don't be too defensive.
My God!
Wendy, he's trying to throw the shade back.
Wendy,
All right, let's get to the last question. Okay, so Creative, if you had a date with a very attractive, too rich, polite man who found you who you found uncontrollably sexy, and he's fun, but he only wants an open relationship, yeah? Then you had a date with a man of average height who earns $35,000 a year, has a bald head, but is polite, affectionate, is into you, and he wants your hand in marriage. Who are you picking, and why?
I'm going to go for the second option.
The bald man.
Yeah, because we could slap a wig on him.
My God!
That's funny, I like that shit,
In America now, they're gluing on hair.
Yeah, I know. Dad's got a couple of them, isn't it, Dan?
My God!
I'm not doing open marriages. I don't share. If I know I'm sharing, I'm out. So I'm not sharing.
Okay, so you're taking that option for sure, yeah, and sticking with it.
Yeah.
Loyal to the soil.
I mean, it's a no-brainer. Why would you money doesn't mean anything to me. Money comes and it goes. So I would take a broke man over. Yeah, no, that doesn't even. That was easy.
That's why we put you on the show, because you're different from a lot of the women that come on the internet. That's what we like still.
My God!
You get me? You know what I'm saying? So yeah. Well, yeah, man. All right then. Well, how did you find the show?
It was nice. We got Return of the Mac up there.
Wendy, don't worry, man. Don't worry, Wendy. When's the show coming back? You've been having your episodes. You seem like you're fat, man. Had your episode. We see you, man.
Children.
My husband has already left. remember, and the wife has left. The other girlfriend has left him. Remember, so I'm good. I'm ready for the Wendy show now. I'm back. I'm ready.
My God!
Children, relax. Children, relax.
When's the next track coming out?
No. I'm retired. I'm retired, man.
Oh,
You know how I was shoplifting and that. Yeah, my reputation is gone.
I like that. No, I like that. You know, I'm clipping that. You know, I'm clipping that bit where you called him that, right?
Oh my God.
Oh my days, trust me.
Nick for Wendy.
Magic.
William.
Oh God.
Hey. Wendy. Wendy.
Listen, man, we can't hang on to the show and you said you're tired and keep everybody on there while you two are calling each other names, you know. We have to sign off. You get me? Alright then, Queen, yes. Alright, cool. Anyway, listen.
You know,
people, we hope you enjoyed the Triggered Thoughts podcast. Yeah? Thank you to my co-host, Genius Dan, and our special guest, Creative Thoughts, the blog.
My God!
Wendy Creative.
You're crazy. Listen, Creative, we want to get you back again at some point, man.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah, definitely get you back on again, man. At earlier time now we understand this thing all together, innit?
Yeah. Now we got to continue sleep early.
After Verbs messed up, you know, they're messing around with the connection, man. This could have started, so I don't even blame you, Wendy.
3 hours asleep, I think. 3 hours asleep, I think your brain's making you. Huh?
Late software update.
You even look like Casey from Jodeci.
Oh my God.
We would love Jodeci.
More like Jojo, you mean?
Jason Voorhees, yeah?
Jojo.
Okay.
I can never find another lover sweeter than you.
You're right.
Sweeter than you.
My God!
That's Jojo Haley.
Yes, 90s album. The hit with the 90s. The 90s will see.
That's what I'm saying. You get me? Get on up now. But listen, people.
Imagine you doing the slide, D.
Yeah. See, look.
Oh God, man.
Oh man. But listen, people. It's bye from me, Verbs.
Bye from me, Genius Dan.
Yes, I've got some romance to go watch now on YouTube or cinema or whatever. So
Wendy, it was nice having you on.
Pleasure having you. We'll catch up, yeah? And we'll keep in touch. And people, see you next week on the next episode of the Triggered Thoughts podcast. Take care, yeah?